Yeah, so recap on the weekend. Obviously, really, really satisfying to go down to Idaho State, get them in three at their place. I feel like that team's hitting their stride in terms of the confidence that is building at the right time of this year. We've talked about a lot about, and I mentioned it last week, I think, about having a November to remember, and I think we went through November something like 5-2 or something like that. Yeah, yeah, Tom's not listening. Um, and then so it was really great to get Idaho State. I think Weber State, I think we had our moments, we had opportunities to win at least a set there. I know taking them into extra points in the first set, I know we had opportunity there. And then again in the third set, we held the upper hand for most of the third set. I said it last time we played them, and I'll say it again, I still think they're the best team in the league. I think they play very clean volleyball. They've got power, they've got size, they've got everything you want in a good volleyball team. And I think they're the team to beat for me going into conference. So in the conference tournament. So there we are.
Matchup with SAC again.
Yeah.
Wins are 5 here, but you're on their home floor this time. How do you like that matchup?
Love it. Yeah, I think the comment going into SAC last time was we are evenly matched in almost every statistical category. And if you look back at the box score from that match, I think we were within 0.5 on hitting percentage of each other, which is unreal. We're matched for digs, matched for blocks. Very, very close two teams. So I'm expecting a battle again. I'm expecting that we have to go out there and earn it, and that's the way it should be at this point in the season. But I couldn't be more happy to be where we are as the top 4 seed, and to draw Sac State on their home court. I think is great. And it's I was just saying to Cole before I came up, we had our pre tournament conference call, and we get to be the home team against Sac State on their home court. So we're going to bump them off their bench. We're going to wear our home jerseys. We're going to make them feel uncomfortable in their home gym, and I'm excited about that. So it'll be good.
How much can you learn from having played them closely as you did last time?
Yeah, a lot. I think we'll review that film particularly closely. I think we've grown a lot since then as a team, which is pretty cool. Offensively, I think Ali Lynch is doing a phenomenal job in running the offense and making good offensive choices. And it's like a quarterback in football. As your quarterback or your setter matures and they start making better choices, things just start to get unlocked that much more for more and more hitters. And she's a student of the game, and I know she's going to study up hard on this one and be ready for Thursday. So, we just need to go in there, win the serve pass battle like we always talk about, and then get after them. It'll be good.
How much different is it in the postseason as you shift into a different part of the game?
Yeah, I mean, you have to win to advance, right? What's the saying? Survive and advance. And that's the mentality. Everything goes into every ounce of our focus goes into Sac State. There's no other talk in our program other than about Sac State right now, and so we're completely focused there, and that's all you can do. We talk about toughness being controlling the controllables, and all we can control is where we put our attention, how we prepare, and then how we go out and execute. And so I want us to be a tough team over the next few days.
What do you think the on-court keys are in a tournament setting to make a run?
Yeah, I think you got to be healthy, obviously. I know that's on-court, off-court, whichever way you want to describe that. But I think we're really healthy right now, which is great. I don't think we've been this healthy this point of the season, and I tip my hat to Jennifer Chu, our athletic trainer, and Alex Jardine, our strength and conditioning coach, because we walk out there and we're the best conditioned team in the league. So we know we're physically primed for it. And then it's knowing the game plan and executing it. We have little nuances we put in our playbook every week for each individual opponent, and sometimes for individual players on the opponent team. And the maturity of this team right now is their ability to go out and execute those game plans. And we've seen that week after week over recent weeks, that as the season's gone on, they've just got better and better. So in terms of on the court, yeah, it's executing the game plan. That's really the long and short of it.
Do you feel maybe the team is a little bit more comfortable having been to the tournament and kind of prepared for it last year?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think having gone last year, it was a huge step for us. It was the first time since 2012, I think, that we went last year. And so there was an entire 2 generations of Bobcats had never been. And, so going last year, it became a standard expectation that we go this year, and the goal this year was to secure a top half seed. We've achieved that goal. Now the goal is to win this first match, which I don't know. Like, when was the last time we won a first round match at the tournament? Do you know?
'05.
Yeah, so '05. So we've got a challenge in front of us. It's been 14 years since we won a first round match at the tournament, and I think we're built to do it. This team is built to win, and you see the offensive numbers we're putting up. I'm pretty excited about what we're able to possibly do that first round.
Have the girls, especially some of the seniors, having been to the tournament last year, have they kind of expressed any emotion, how they're feeling, maybe getting some of the younger girls prepared to make a run again?
Excuse me. Yes and no. I think there's a lot of talk about, hey, we need to prepare, we need to take care of our school stuff. Last night and today we got home yesterday about midday yesterday from our trip. So yesterday was spent taking care of personal things. Today spent taking care of school stuff. And the seniors and upper class people are just doing a really good job at guiding the freshmen about how to do that. The really neat thing about our freshmen is I don't know how to say it really, but they just, there's no flies on them. They're not freshmen in so many ways. Kira and Emma and Jordan and Casey, all four of them are very motivated in the classroom. So it's not like they've got that, I've got to take care of school stuff. I mean, they're straight A kids, and then they're extremely focused on the volleyball court. So in some ways, they've fit into the culture just as quickly, just as smoothly. So there's not a lot of guidance or leadership that they need, which is nice too.
I know you've talked about progressing this program. Just how proud are you of them for even getting to this point? As you said, achieving that goal of getting a top 4 seed.
Yeah, I mean, best finish since 2005. I think the word was. Is that right, Tom? Best finish we've had as a program since 2005. And I think I'm hoping to see later on today. I think they're going to release the All Conference Awards. I'm hoping to see that we get recognized for that, for our best finish. We've got dominant athletes. We've got young women who have committed the last 6-8 months of their lives to achieving this goal. And as a coach, I couldn't ask for anything more. You asked, your question was my sense of pride. When I stop and reflect and gain some perspective, I get emotional about it. Because I think, 5 years ago when I arrived, that first year we won 3 matches total. And the next year we won 5 total. And now we're at 14 and we're looking to go 15, and we're above 500 regardless of what happens. The worst we can do is finish 500. And to me, that progress has taken a lot of work. I'm not going to deny that. But it's work that comes from the heart, so it's easy. But for me, the most satisfying thing is seeing these young women grow and become young women. They look at themselves in the mirror and they go, yeah, I've arrived. I'm not a kid who's just walked out of high school thinking, I'm going to play some volleyball, yippee. This is a program that's taken that evolution, and it's in no small part because of the senior class. We had a leadership meeting this morning, as we do every Monday morning, and I look around the room, I look at Sydney Matheson. And guys, if you want a great story, talk to Sydney Matheson. That's a kid who's sacrificed so much for the growth of this program, and physically, mentally, emotionally. I can't speak highly enough of her. I look at Evie Wilson, I look at Alyssa Rizzo, the rest of our leadership group with Libby Christensen and Kelsey White and Susanna Sovdi. Those kids, they've said, hey, we want to win a championship, and we've never done it. So how do we do it? We've got to write this blueprint ourselves. And they did it in the summer. They did it last spring. They did it in the previous year. They've just layer upon layer built it. And I couldn't be more proud. It's hard to put words to it. So sorry I ramble on, I know, but I get emotional, I get passionate, and these young women are incredible. And the best part of it is, to me, that we're getting the AVCA, American Volleyball Coaches Association Academic Award as well. That we received that this last year for the first time in a long time. And so not only are they winners on the court, they're winners in the classroom, they're winners in life. These kids are keeping their stuff together off the court. And so it's just a privilege to lead these young women and help them grow. And in so many ways, I owe them a debt of gratitude because they've helped me grow. I look at myself in the mirror and I know I'm a better man over the last 3 years from my experiences with them and what we've been able to do. But again, I ramble on, so I apologize. So, I don't know if anyone's got any questions after that dialogue. But no, I think, and in closing, I want to stress to all of you guys and all of Bobcat Nation and everyone who watches this stuff, just how exciting this time is at Montana State. If you look at, again, I talk about perspective in the program, the days are long, but the years are short. I think what we see right now is Leon Costello is providing incredible leadership along with all the other administrators, and to see what Coach Choate was able to do on Saturday. I'll make no bones about it. We had that on a projector in our meeting room on Saturday, and we were hooting and hollering and cheering on just like we were there. And I'm so excited for Coach Choate and the progress he's made in that program. And then you look at the men's and women's basketball right now. You look at Camilla doing what she's done in track and field. Montana State is the place to be. And, academically, there's no doubt about it. President Cruzado is leading the charge. But she always tells us that we're her front porch. And I tell you this, the lights are on the front porch right now. The lights are on. Put those Christmas lights up. Light Montana Hall, whatever you want to describe it as, but the lights are on because there's some great stuff going on here at Montana State, and I can't speak highly enough about it. So.